Hey, Jeremy.
Huh?
How come little girls don't fart?
What?
How come little girls don't fart?
I have no idea. Why?
Because they don't get assholes until they get married.
Okay. All right.
Little Johnny and his buddy Tony had been friends for 30 years, and Tony ended up slipping on some ice and breaking his leg, and he was laid up at home. So little Johnny went over to go visit him, and Tony was sitting there in the recliner, and he says, little Johnny, you mind going upstairs and grabbing my slippers? My feet are fucking cold, and it's hard for me to walk up there. Little Johnny says, sure. So he goes up the steps, and just as he gets to the top of the steps is Tony's 2 college twin daughters that are home for Christmas break, stark naked. They're like, what are you doing up here? Little Johnny says, your dad sent me up here to have sex with you. They're like, both of us? He said, yeah, both of you. They're like, I don't believe you. Prove it. Little Johnny screams downstairs, both of them? Tony says, hell yeah, what's the point of just fucking one?
Hey, honey.
Yeah.
How many animals can you fit in a pair of pantyhose?
Well, 2 calves, an ass, a beaver, a shitload of hares, 1 camel toe, and a fish that nobody can find.
Such an ass.
Hey, John, want to hear a joke?
Yep.
So Johnny was sitting out on the front porch with 2 of his friends. Little Billy says, my dad's the best. He can eat 2 cheeseburgers in 1 sitting. Little Jimmy says, that's nothing. My dad can eat 4 cheeseburgers in 1 sitting. Little Johnny says, oh yeah? My dad can eat light bulbs. The boy said, light bulbs? Your dad can eat light bulbs. He says, yeah. So what do you mean by that? He says, well, last night I was walking past my parents' bedroom and my dad said, hey, honey, turn off that light so I can eat that thing.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, bud.
Aunt Karen's really mad at me.
Really, why? What happened?
Well, I was at her house and she was trying on clothes, and she thought the clothes made her look fat. And she asked me, Donnie, do these clothes make me look fat? And then I said, hey, listen, it's not that you look fat, it's just that you're a whole lot easier to see.
No! You are in trouble for that one. I'm sorry. You're in trouble.
Dad.
Yeah, bud.
Last week in school, I was looking out the window, and the teacher said, Dommy, what are you thinking about? And then I said, oh, just chickens. And then the teacher says, chickens? What about chickens? And then I said, well, did you know that the people that take care of chickens are literally chicken tenders? Well, I got in big trouble at school today.
Oh, man, what happened?
Well, I was sitting in class in my chair, and the teacher asked Sarah, what do we get from chickens? And Sarah says, well, we get eggs. And the teacher says, that's correct. And then the teacher asked Thomas, what do we get from pigs? And Thomas says, well, we get bacon. And then the teacher says, well, that's correct. And then she asked me, and she said, Donnie, what do we get from a big fat cow? And I said, well, Teach, I think we get homework. No. Hey, Dad.
Yeah, bud.
I stuck up to a bully today, and I still got in trouble.
Really? How'd that happen?
Well, Lucy was picking on Gerald. So I went up to Lucy and said, do you have a pen? And she said, yeah. Why? And I said, hey, listen, I'm thinking you better get back in it before the farmer notices you're missing.